Hello, my friends. Welcome to Space Engineers. This is my personal favorite game, and before y'all start worrying about Red Dead Redemption, that's not over. Still doing that. But, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I like this game more. This is my favorite game of all time. So we're gonna play some Space Engineers and some Red Dead. So, next upload will be Red Dead. Upload after that, Space Engineers. But we're gonna be doing a survival series. So this isn't going to be completely vanilla, because I'm going to be honest with you, I think it's boring. Completely vanilla. Mostly vanilla, admittedly. Mostly vanilla. We're going to do as much vanilla as we can, but we're going to make it interesting, have some NPCs that are going to fight us, and just make it a little bit more interesting. But, enough talking from me. Let's get into it, shall we? Alright, here we are. So, obviously, we can start on an Earth-like planet, or one of the other various planets like Europa, Bertam, which is fictional, Mars, Triton, which is actually a moon, and I mean, most of these are actually pretty real. Obviously, the alien planet, Titan. Titan's real, actually. What am I thinking? Triton and Bertam. Triton? No, Triton is real. I think I'm getting confused. Regardless, we're gonna go for Earth-like because, well, it's Earth-like. So let's go to Earth-like. When the game decides we can go in, of course. Obviously, we need to wait for the game to say we can go in. I hear music and I don't see anything. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. Alright, here it is. Space Engineers. So, oh, great, more lag. Nice. Yeah, we are running a few mods, so it's not going to be perfectly flawless. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm going to have to turn down the graphics, aren't I? Anyways, so, I am running a few mods. I might leave a Steam collection if somebody wants it. And for some... Alright, parachute's just loaded. So, yeah. Early game of Space Engineers is never terrifically fun. But it is going to be what it is. So here we are in Space Engineers. So first step, we need to build some stuff up. But before we get moving with anything, let's queue some ingots up. That way we don't have to worry about stuff not being produced. So queue up 10,000. Yeah. And I'd say this is not a bad spot for a base, honestly. I mean, I don't know actually. That cliff over there, kind of at the bottom of that cliff right there, it's not bad either. It's a little bit of a ways away, so let's dig up some stuff, convert this into a car. Or at least something like... I just realized something. I forgot to turn progression off. Yeah, we have to deal with this crap. Oh well. Let's get to the fun part of Space Engineers, that is the early game survival. Yeah, this is the boring part, so I'll probably speed this up. But before we speed anything up, I'm probably going to just timestamp as well, so if you just want to skip right over this. I think the goal of this survival series is going to be establishing a small base on every single planet. And obviously we could just, once we get to space, that's not going to be too hard. All we have to do is just have the resources, get over there, or put in the time to get over there if we don't have a jump drive, and just simply build a base. Which is just no fun. That's boring. Nobody likes to do that. That's way too boring. So we're gonna have an objective on each planet. I'll come up with what that objective is. Whether it be, I don't know, like racing around Mars, like in a single video or something. Or defeating a certain amount of bases on a certain planet with a certain weapon loadout and ship and such. Don't know what it'll be. Where's my digging hole? Oh, there it is. I'll come up with an objective for every planet. After that, we'll have to see where it goes from there. But yeah, this is what you just witnessed with the whole, when I was explaining this stuff, how it's gonna work. That's gonna be it's gonna be that way for a while now. So if y'all just wanna, I'm just gonna fast forward to this scene because, yeah, not a whole lot. But first things first, we need to get this thing on wheels. So let's figure out how to get pistons. I don't really play survival that much. I play more creative stuff. So to build pistons, we got to build a battery. It's not too much trouble. Yeah, it's a bit of trouble. Do you have to build a basic assembler then? Yes, basic assembler. So, let's queue up some steel plates, say 100 or so. Should be more than enough. Give it a second to get it all going. Alright, 10 should hopefully be enough for now. And let's build a tower, because we're going to have to rely on wind power early game to get us going. 90 turn graphics, oh goodness gracious. It's 11 kilometers away. Render distance friggin' 15 kilometers. Let's turn graphics down to medium. Dang it. Should have done this earlier. Okay. I knew high was too much to ask for. Should have been playing on medium the entire time. Okay. Basic assembler. Obviously, it's in the name. Basic assembler is how you can produce stuff. Let's add these production. Get the fastest stuff producing first. Spoils all not terribly fast. Computers should be pretty quick. Okay, I'm just gonna be staring at this for a while. Well, let's dig up some more stone then. Lovely. Anyways, while we're just doing nothing right now, Battlefront 3. I think we all can agree that needs to happen. So, whether it be EA, DICE, or some other company, we need it, we want it. Play Battlefront 2, show your support for the movement. We're gonna get Battlefront 3, hopefully, eventually one day. Obviously, game development takes time. Nobody's saying they have to get it tomorrow or something. But with the Switch 2 and all that, yeah, I don't know. I'm not buying the Switch 2. I don't know what y'all are doing. I mean, if you want to buy a Switch 2, absolutely go ahead. Not saying you can't. I'm just saying I don't think it's worth it. I think it's a bit of a ripoff. I think Nintendo's kind of gone down the drain in terms of how trustworthy they are as a company. I'm sorry. I'm never buying a Nintendo product again, but that's unrelated to the Switch 2. More around events about how they updated my console and didn't even tell me. I don't know if I can even mod the thing anymore. Some older models too. I mean, it's a model of the Switch I know I can mod. I have no idea if I can do it anymore. It's on version 20, which just obviously they get better stopping modding. I don't know. Somebody broke the Switch 2 in just a day, so it's possible they'll be able to get it. Yeah, but back to Battlefront though. That's what I was talking about earlier. Originally, I don't know how I got the Switch too. No, yeah, right. Battlefront. We need it. Battlefront 3, give it to us. We need Battlefront 3. There's at least some level of understanding where it comes from, in my opinion. But it means, oh my gosh, it's so stupid. Alright, so anyways, since we got the basic assembler going, we can take all of our components, not the gravel, we can take all of our components here,
no energy,
move it into the basic assembler. I think I did, yes. And we could get to work on a battery and a wind turbine. First, the wind turbine, so we can actually have the power to do stuff. After that, the battery, so we can actually store the power. Wind turbine first. Alright, I can't produce anything there. What am I thinking? Right, it's going. Cancel that. Take all the gravel and get rid of it, because the only thing gravel's good for is reactor components. We can't even use reactors yet, so there's no need to worry about it. And that Corvette's getting awfully close. Because one of the mods I have on here is called the Assault Weapons Pack. And it extends the range. It has some special weapons that are just really good. The old mods I was using for weapons on my ship was just, I can't even use them anymore because they're so outclassed in terms of like range and power. Some of them can shoot for, I think, 8 kilometers is the longest, I think. Or at least the longest I've ever used. What was I saying? Yeah, so ships passing by, I'm not exactly comfortable with. Right now I'm not too concerned about it, because we're so fresh off the bat. And if I get game over, and I'm just gonna reset the run, or just turn damage off for a little bit. Or turn a shield mod on, that way I have something to fight back with at least. So it wouldn't be a game over, series over kind of way to go right now. I don't know. Why isn't it producing anything? Why is nothing getting produced? You have the materials. Oh, you don't have enough iron, that's why. I move all the materials from the basic assembler over to the survival kit. But let's go hit that unknown signal. Get a bottle of hydrogen first, though, because we're about to run out. So I always forget on planets, hydrogen goes so quickly. Wrong one. Right, it's in the generator. Where they go? Hydrogen here, oxygen generator. Might also want to add a speed mod. Yeah, that's going to be a ways away. Oh, goodness gracious. Might also want to consider hitting some of the things that go over, like that Corvette. I mean, not going to go to that Corvette since it's a warship and all. And on top of that, some of them have inhibitors that disable jetpacks. Jetpack and dampeners, which just stops me from flying off. But we'll first let's get this special little item, which gives me an actual cosmetic. Or not. Die. Now let's see if there's any goodies in the cargo container. Yes, actually. Power kits and motors. Your displays as well. Always nice to see. I'm honestly a little more excited about grinding this thing down and getting all of the components that are part of it. Right. Wish I could scrap you and keep the power cells, but alas, when I do, you break it into scrap. Rest in peace to the power cells. What would be really nice is if I found some cobalt. Because that's... I forgot to say cobalt earlier, didn't I? Yeah, cobalt's something we're really going to want to find. Because it is incredibly important. Wait! Metal grids! Let's go! Alright, that is one less worry. Metal grids are very... not even very. Just a wee little bit important in terms of longevity. Because most of the big stuff you're gonna need metal grids for. So just a little important, not that bad though. But the only way to find out if there's some ore underneath the surface is to hold out your drill and just hope you find it, pretty much. So there are little rough patches, I guess similar to that, where there will be ores underneath it. I can never for the life of me find them though. Not on Earth, like, at least. On certain other planets I can do it better. That's just because it's a whole lot harder for gray spots to blend in a desert. Alright. I'm getting home again. Okay, how can I not have the stuff needed? It's ridiculous. Oh, we can actually build the whole thing. Nice. Alright, now we can build batteries. We're gonna do a refinery. Actually, let me give that back up on the queue, or the hotbar. And begin the production of batteries. I should build most of them now. That's nice. Less mining. Now we can at least move over to less than 0.01 of iron into the subware. And back to digging we go. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Most interesting part of the... Space Engineers is an interesting game, I promise, guys. For those watching the unedited version. It is an interesting game, I promise. The early game is just so incredibly dull. We're gonna be doing this for quite a while. Honestly, I might just do it out of... do this out of off screen. So much mining. Okay. One of the challenges. How about we make one of the challenges we have to get like 3 entire cargo containers just full of stone with his handrail. That'd be interesting right there. No, that wouldn't be boring at all. I think I've been recording for almost an hour already. I have to set a timer or stopwatch so I couldn't check. I think it's been almost an hour. Hopefully we'll at least get to the point where we can somewhat stop.
Inventory full.
Yeah, task for Earth though, dead set. Get a base going, base of operations, though if we ever game over it on another planet, we can just come back here. We game over it on a planet and in space. We get to come here and restart. That's the objective. Not a big one, but it is one. And there's another unknown signal. Not that direction this time. I will. So, if it... I don't know if any of y'all watch the... This will be unedited again, obviously. But if... have any of y'all seen Battlestar Galactica? I'm trying to get into more sci-fi settings. You know, like stuff like... I'm into Star Wars. Alright. Time to go do some... Time to go do something stupid. Mess with one of the only factions that is going to be passive with us. Or is at least passive with us right now, so yeah. Let's go actually to the faction screen. So there's IMDC, Space Pirates, Space Spiders, the First Conglomerate, and I think the unknown faction is the Factorum. Yeah, the unidentified signal. It's a vanilla. It's like this is vanilla though. Vanilla, such and such. They will attack you though if you go near them. But these guys are neutral with us for now, at least. Once we start messing with them, they won't be quite so friendly. Guess we're going to be able to get right up and close with them. And see what's up. Alright, so if that interior turret turns on, we are dead. So we can do a little something a little cheesy. And just destroy the action relay. That way the turret no longer has power. Look at this ratio, we're already almost maxed out on our components inventory. I mean, where's the entrance? Up here, oh, there's another one right there. Can we open this? No. Now let's just disable this turret then. Thankfully we're not increasing our hostility with them too much. For now at least. So is it TFCM? Yeah, TFCM. I think negative 500 is when they start to get hostile. So we're good for a while. Yeah, as long as it doesn't go above negative 500, we'll be good. So we'll essentially be able to hack this space for free. That is if we don't get bored of death from hacking into the door. Oh, I just realized the pirates like us for doing this. That doesn't seem very right. Well, actually, no, it makes sense. Pirates. I got it. I got it. Inventory's full. I know. Oh, goodness gracious. Alright, finally in. This is just a research outpost, though, so... Not even anything too special. Quota. He told me if I don't make my sales quotas, I'll be fired, but no one comes to this sector anymore. Can't work my magic if no one shows up. I know that's the truth. How do... Oh, there's a... The ladder blended in perfectly. Let's see what's up. That's... okay. Wouldn't exactly call that an arm... Oh, it's because there's nothing in there. Okay, please don't go into another one of these. Alright, let's hack into this card container. Whoa. Whoa, cobalt! Let's go. That's very, very nice. So magnesium, so we can make ammo. And a lot of it, too. I mean, a lot of magnesium and nickel. I'd prefer to have some more cobalt, but I'll take that. 772 is 772 we wouldn't otherwise have. Now to slowly hack this door. At least open it. Alright. And what's over here? Literally nothing. Alright, tools. Tools that we respawn with. You don't need them. Those enhanced or elite. I'd like those. Faster. But no! No. That would be too easy. We need to keep staying on the lowest tier of tools. That is only right. It is only right that we have to deal with the worst. Equipment. Not much going on here. Why is there nothing going on here? Warfare battery, we can't get power cells from that. That's probably the armor right there. Another warfare battery. Can't get anything out of that. I'm incredibly disappointed. I was expecting more. Tip that over. Alright, well, let's stop this from despaWning and loot it. Oh, destroy it. Oh, they're down to nothing. Oh, right, PCU. Ugh. Yes. Alright, let's start making runs back to base. All 6 kilometers, we gotta fly. Okay, we'll see some boulders with materials in them. Like that! Speak of the devil, and he shall appear. What are you? What do you have in you? Nickel! Mark you down with our handy GPS. What? No. My caps lock is on. And what are you, my friend? Please tell me you're a cobalt. Alright, I'll take some magnesium. We'll never argue with getting some magnesium. That's always needed. Cobalt! Silver. I'll take silver. Silver's not bad. Always could use some silver. Again, though, I'd really, really like to find some cobalt. Maybe I should ask for something different. That might be the trick. If I ask for something I would prefer not to have right now, like, I don't know, gold or something. Well, no, I want gold. That's gonna be useful. I don't know. Gold would be useful. Everything would be useful at this point, honestly. So, can't say what I should ask for. I need everything right now. Boulder! Cobalt. Give me cobalt. Give me cobalt. Silicon. Okay. I'll take silicon. Again, though, what we need is cobalt. Cobalt. C-O-B-A-L-T. Its atomic symbol is C-O. That is what I want. That is what I desire. Oh yeah, I forgot I have power cell. Question though, can we finish the battery? No, 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 no. It gives me more iron. The same old song and rhythm that plagues early game Space Engineers. Not enough iron, not enough silicon, not enough cobalt, not enough nickel. It is sickening. Give me the materials I desire, game. Give unto me the cobalt. I'm gonna get it eventually. That's not it's just a question of when. I've gone hours without finding cobalt. I need cobalt. It is a necessity in this game. It is like iron. It is like nickel. It is like silicon. Some of them are more useful than others. Gravel. But you need them in the end, because they actually do provide quite a necessity, and all are very important to proper development of ships, and stations, and rovers, and cars, and bases, and all the like. But some are just unfair to find, like cobalt! You find gold, which is supposed to be rare. You find silver, which is supposed to be rare. And I turned a mod on to bring uranium and platinum to planets. Haven't found any of them. Probably won't. But, well, no, I probably will eventually. But still, it shouldn't take this long. Already almost an hour into our first... Yeah, I remember exactly when I started. It's about an hour ago, almost. Actually, no, it was about 40 minutes ago, I think. Editing on this one seems real fun, I can already tell. Really, really, really want some cobalt. So that's every Space Engineering player can agree with me on that. Cobalt is a real pain to find.
Inventory full.
Don't have enough iron. And there's no more iron to be found. Aha! Right, can't believe we forgot to build a refinery. This would actually make getting materials out of stone even faster. Why am I such a fool? I've played this game for 2,500 hours. I don't remember to build a refinery. Ah, back to mining we go. As I slowly, not even slowly. It's starting to go quickly now. I'm quickly losing my mind. Rock and stone, my friends. Rock and stone. Nothing but rock and stone. Which is, hey, we actually hit stone. We're hitting stone now properly. We're not in the dirt anymore, which is somehow contains iron, silicon, nickel, and gravel. We're actually hitting stone. Still doesn't make sense, but it makes a little bit more sense than dirt having all of those.
Inventory full.
Once more, the inventory's full. Turn to the drop pod. I don't want to turn off traffic on right now. fine with this. Yeah, we can't even do this anymore. Alright, time to go terrorize an innocent IMDC ship.
Energy low.
Okay, energy is not currently the priority. The priority right now is terrorizing an innocent warship. That is strangely turning to face me. I think you might see us coming. Oh, I don't even have enough fuel to get up. Turn the dampeners off. Maximize. Nope, we're dead.
Fuel critical.
Okay, GG. Do we have any guys? 9 small steel tubes. Acceptable losses. Should have known that was too high up and brought a hydrogen bottle, but it didn't. So we're dead. Back to the survival kit we go. I feel like I'm walking slower than I was before. Maybe it's because I broke my legs or something. Are you kidding me? I don't have any iron? How do I not have any iron? I don't have any iron! What the heck? This is getting ridiculous. How many times am I have to freaking dig in this hole, man? I'm losing my mind. Is this what insane people feel like? Is this what Sisyphus felt like? Pushing that rock up the hill. Is this what he felt like? No matter how many times you go in the hole, you always gotta go back. You can never leave the drill hole. Never ever leave the drill hole. That's all the stone for now. Please produce all the iron I need. I don't want to have to dig in that hole again. I need 422.67. Please produce enough. I am begging you, produce 300 more. Or 400 more. It didn't even produce 100. Alright, well we got a cord of yarn. I really wish I didn't have to freaking dig this much. Early game Space Engineers sucks. I mean, there's just no way to put it otherwise. I mean, I love this game to pieces. I'll play it until I die, probably. Oh my gosh. Early game is so miserable. It's not even funny. That's what I'm thinking right now. That's what's going through my head. Just screaming internally. Because I have to dig and dig and dig and dig for nothing but stone, which doesn't even do much of anything. This 54 iron is not enough. The video is going to end right here. Oh, it's already done. Thank goodness. I thought we might have been done before the hour mark. I think we're actually going to be really close to it. Might even beat the hour mark. For recording time, at least. Oh. I changed my mind. The enhanced drill isn't the most beautiful anymore. This right here. No, what am I thinking? The enhanced drill is more beautiful. This thing friggin' sucks. So, If y'all have enjoyed Space Engineers in this nighttime, which, wait, hold up. Can I make lights? I can. Give me a second then. Need to do some. I'll benefit from it anyway. However, if y'all have enjoyed Space Engineers as much as I have, which is to say not at all, or hopefully more than I have and enjoyed my suffering because you're mean to me, then make sure to come back when I'm back on the Space Engineers, because there's bound to be more and more suffering. Hey. Till the next time, I hope you all have a good morning, afternoon, and evening, my friends. And if you're watching the unedited version, make sure to watch, feel free to, well, maybe not necessarily force yourself to watch the edited version, but if you're watching the edited version, feel free to watch the unedited version, too. You might get some kicks that you didn't see in the normal video. But regardless, I hope you all have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on what time it is for you, my friends. And I'll see you then.